This story is true life story. Any story that I'm bringing to you guys is true life story. And I'm using it so that people understand that this life is nothing. If you are living abroad, this message is for you. If you live in America, Canada, Australia, Europe, Asia, African country, as well as you live abroad, this message is for you. Two young men, we are just discussing about their elder brother that live abroad. You can see the anger in them. They call their brother, that Christmas is around the corner. He has not yet sent anything. You know, the guy told them to calm down, that he would do it before Christmas. So they said to him, but you know, before Christmas, goods will be more expensive. But the guy was telling them to calm down. Right now, he doesn't have money, and he's expecting to get money by the end of this month. But why I want to share this is because, you know, a lot of people have the same mindset. So after they dropped the phone, they were just, you know, they were on top of their voice. They were like, what kind of human being is this? Can you tell me that 25 years that you are there, you don't have money to send to us now for Christmas? So the other one was like, see, James, that is in common South Africa. Can you imagine? Common South Africa, that's how the guy said. Common South Africa has already sent his parents more than 600,000 naira. Then the other one said, I don't even know what he's doing there in Australia. I don't even know what he's doing in Australia. If Australia is not good, he should come back and go to South Africa. So guys, and the reason why I'm saying this is a lot of people are in the same shoe. A lot of people are saying the same thing. So I said to him, bro, I live abroad. I live abroad for years. Well, I told him, 2011, when my wife gave birth to Chimobi, then I was in London. So I was lucky. Before money dry on my hand, I have already sent my wife money that she will use. My wife always gave birth with CS. After my wife gave birth to Chimobi, I personally, I don't have 50 pounds of my own, 2011. So that time, whenever I'm inside the room, I'll just put my head like this. I will lay down on my bed and then be looking at the ceiling. And then I'm asking God, why? What kind of Europe I am? Let me shock you. Do you know that there is a time that they asked my wife to bring money for medication? Then Chimobi was still in the hospital. Yeah? She called me. I look left, I look right. I swear to God, I don't have money. I went to a friend of mine and asked him, please, bro, see what I was going through, this and that, this and that. The guy said, how much is it? Do you know how much is it? Do you know how much is it? They were asking for 25,000 naira. The guy was looking at me. I said, they were asking for 25,000 naira. In short, for the matter of fact, it was even a godsend, because that day that I went there, the guy asked me how much. I told him it's 25,000. The guy gave me 75,000. So now, this guy, he lives abroad, the same way I live. I also live abroad, but he has the money, and I don't have the money. That does not mean that I'm useless. Abroad, this is very, very difficult. There are times that you will be working, you are making the money, and there are times you lose your job, there is no money, and there is no way you can get the money. Now, let me give you an example. Like where you live in UK, it's even more difficult, because in UK, you come in, you're not an asylum seeker, you don't have documents, you are just on the street. When you see a black job, you do. When you see a job that can fetch you money, you do. Sometimes you might stay complete 1 year without doing anything. So all you are doing is trying to survive. And that particular time, your family members, they don't even care. All they care is you have already spent 5 years. You have already spent 6 years. You can imagine someone like me that is in Austria from 2005. I went to London 2011. I could not be able to afford 26,000 naira that my wife called me for. And I have to look up and down and ask myself, God, why? That's why I said, please, if your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, your uncle, your dad, whoever you think, your friend, whoever you think lives abroad, and you ask him for money or you ask her for money, and she said, please, can you give me time? Please understand with that person. Please try to understand with that person. You don't need to say, yes, Mr. James. After all, Mr. James lives in Angola, and he's building 20-story building. And Mr. Philip is in South Africa. He's building 20-story building. And you that is living in America, you don't have money. Brother, everybody, these fingers are not equal. It might be working for me. It might not be working for you. But that does not mean that that person that is working for is working so hard. No, it's just that it's his time to shine. Let me be honest with you. If it is your time to shine, all you need to do is that place that you are working, God will remember you there. That's the most important thing. The most important thing in this life is set yourself a goal. That's why I said, always set yourself a goal. If you are working in a company where they pay you salary, have something in your mindset that I am going to work in this company only for 4 years. Or I am going to work in this company for only 2 years. Because you know why? Working in a company, working for somebody, I have to be honest with you, working for somebody doesn't even make you rich. If you want to be rich, you have to understand, if they are paying you 1 million, I'm just giving an instance, that will never make you rich, because your mindset is you go to work, you are still working on somebody, and that person that you are working under is the one you are enriching. You are making that person to be more richer while you are struggling. If I'm paying you 1 million, that means I'm making more than 100 million in your head, because I can't pay you 1 million and they're making 10 million a month. No, that's the mindset of the rich ones. So what I'm trying to say is this. Okay, let's say if someone is living in Angola and your brother is living in whatever, South Africa or Japan, and you feel like the other guy that is living in Angola is bringing more money into their family, that does not make your brother useless, because you don't know what is going through there. There are times, as I said, 26,000 naira. She asked for 26,000 naira. I said to my wife, I don't have 26,000. I have to, oh God. See, living abroad does not mean that you are rich. Living abroad does not mean that that person is living the largest life. Living abroad does not mean that that person has gotten whatever he wants. Sure. No, it's just a stepping stone. The good thing about abroad is when you get there, if you are not working, nobody cares. If you are working, nobody cares. You can easily package yourself and be waiting when the Lord says it's time. But the only thing is, the only difference with here in Nigeria, when things are not going right for you, everybody knows that things are not going right for you. But there, when it's going right for you, oh, who cares? When it's not going right for you, who cares? So you deal with it without people putting pressure on you. But the problem is, people back home are the ones now putting pressure on those people that are living abroad. And you ask yourself, why? You that is asking your brother that is in wherever he is, that he is not making money, that is, he has been there for 20 years, that he has been there for 5 years, that he has been there for 6 years, nothing. You that is in Nigeria that is asking that person that is there for 10 years, 15 years, nothing. You are born in Nigeria, you have been in Nigeria for 20, 25, 30, 40, 60 years. Still, what did you make out of it? No, what did you make out of it? Now you are here putting pressure on someone who has tried so many ways, who has even, some of them have even gone to prison. Some have already been in prison 5, 6, 7 years. Some have been in prison 10 years. Some have been in prison 1, 2 years. Some have been in prison 3, 4 years. And you are still pushing pressure on him. And what you want him to do, it doesn't matter how he makes the money for you. You need to make money, because someone that is living in South Africa, or someone that is living in Japan, or someone that is living in Malaysia, or someone that is living in Australia or UK is making so much money. So you want your brother also to make the same money, even when you don't know his situation. And that pressure is what makes me to say, no, I think I have to share this story. You know, I talk to them The other guy was like, "Oh, are you trying to tell me that 2011 that you don't have 26,000 naira to give your wife?" I said, "Yes." I said to him, "Let me even shock you more. That same 2011, 2012, January, because I couldn't come. I couldn't come because I don't have money. I don't have money for tickets. 2012, I'm saying it on camera. I'm saying it on camera. My friend, he lives in UK. His name is Chaka. He lives in Birmingham. Everybody knows this name that I call. So that you understand that my story are pure. His name is Chaka. I went to him, 2012. I told him, bro, Chaka, you know, this is the first time my wife is giving birth. And this girl is still a young girl. Please, I need to go. I just need to go just for 5, 6, 7, even though it's 10 days. And he asked me, but why am I telling him? I said, please, if there's any way you can buy ticket for me. 2012. If there's any way you can buy tickets for me, let me just go and see her. I will be paying you when I come back. How much am I asking? I think he bought that ticket around 170 pounds. 170 pounds then. I think 170 or 270 pounds. I think between 170 or 270 pounds then. He looked at me. I said to him, please. And he looked at me, he saw that, brother, he saw me. I think tears even dropped. He saw it and said, okay, no problem. I will try my best. I went back home. After like 3 days or 4 days, I called him again. His name is Taka. He's in Birmingham. Everybody that lives in Birmingham knows him. This story is true life story. Any story that I'm bringing to you guys is true life story. And I'm using it so that people understand that this life is nothing. You understand? So after like 3, 4 days, I called him again. He said, okay, I should come and pick the money. Okay, he said, how much did I see any ticket? I said, yes. He asked me how much. I think it's between 170 or 270 pounds. Then he said, okay, I should come and pick the money. I picked the money, I bought the ticket. I went to another friend of mine. His name is Tim. He's also in Birmingham. I'm just saying this story. This is a true life story. I went to him. I said, please, I'm traveling to see my wife. Please, that gave birth. Please, I don't have money to go home with. Brother, I'm not living in Zapanchan or Kafanchan or Malumfashi or Katsina or Abuja. I'm living in, I was staying in Birmingham, United Kingdom, Birmingham, England. Then he said to me, 2012, January, precisely, I have already bought the ticket, but no money for my wallet. So, because I think I have only 35 pounds here, 35 pounds. Somebody that already bought, I bought ticket already, but I have 35 pounds. So, I said, okay. So I beg him. Then he said, okay. He looked at me. You know, I think he gave me about 40 pounds. 40 pounds. That is what I used. I came down to Mulutala Muhammad with 75 pounds, 2012. 75 pounds. But what I did was from the money that he gave me, the guy that the Chaka gave me. So I think I bought the flight about 170 or something. I think I have about 60 pounds left from what he gave me. So I sent it to my wife. I bought rice. I bought this. I bought that. This and that. You know, food stuff. So I came down to Monutala with about 75 pounds. I changed it. I collected almost, I don't know. You know, it's 2012. I have forgotten, but I think I collected about 100 and something thousand or so. I don't even know. I think about 100 and something thousand is what I collected. I think I stayed for 7 or 8 days or 9 days. I think I spent about 7, 8, 9 or 10 days. 10 days minimum. But that journey, when I came down, that journey was a very good journey. It was a successful journey because that journey, you know, I told you guys that I later come back to Nigeria. So that journey brought me, when I came, I met someone who looked at me and said, what is going on? I said, bro, CDC. He said, bro, stay home. Stay here. That is the reason why, but that is another story. This story is another story. So I came down with 75 pounds. I didn't say 75,000 pounds, so 75 pounds. I said it to them. They were looking at me. And they said to me, can I ask you one question? But are you the owner of this car? I said, yes. I'm even surprised. They don't even know who I am. I'm even surprised. So they said, am I the owner of this car? I said, yes, this is my car. They said, wow. What happened? I said to them, in this life, no matter what you are doing, make sure you set yourself a goal. And when you set that goal, work towards it. If, like what I said, if you are working in a company, set a goal that because you know that this company will not make you what you want to be. Because you have been here, you are working and you are collecting 100,000, 120,000 a month, 150,000 a month. So you know in a year you have nothing. So in that form, or in that way, all you need to do is you start using your brain. God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Start thinking. What do you know how to do best? What is that thing that you know that you can do without even money? Because there are so many things you can do now without money. There are so many things online. Do you know that you can go to? Do you know that you can go online and just study just about marketing? Study just about marketing. Go online and study just about marketing. Do you know that alone can change your life? Do you know that this is your phone that you are holding? Some of us have Android, some of us have iPhone. Do you know that iPhone, Android, that enough can make you a millionaire? Do you know that you can go to, there are so many online shops, you just go there and then open your own, what they call it affiliate market. You can apply for affiliate market on so many bigger companies in the whole world that are online. You put your own shop. From that shop, you just, all you need to do is carry this person goods, put in your shop. When they buy, you do what? The dispatch. Do you know that you can you can create a site and do what? Just go to like ShopRite, go anywhere in the market, just make pictures of goods, put in your market, in your shop. Somebody will request, you dispatch. Somebody will pay, you dispatch. There are so many things. Those things you don't even do with money because you don't even have money. But because you have the brain, you have the mindset, you want to succeed, you must not live on salary. You must not live on salary. Even though when you are having that salary, try to think which way is the best. I was working before. I was working as a salary earner. I said it so many times. But at a time, we changed. And that changed to the glory of God. So what I'm trying to say is this. If your brother, your sister, your wife, your husband, your uncle, your father, your sister, whoever that lives abroad, and this Christmas period, and that person say, please, just give me time. Please, once again, understand, reason with that person. That person, I think, nobody, of course I understand there are people who they have money but they don't want to help. But you know your brother, if he has money, he will help. So please, your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your father, your mom, or whoever lives in abroad, your friends, don't think that they don't want to do. It's just that the situation they are in is beyond them. Once again, thank you guys. I remain blessed. For now, I just want to share this because I think it was sharing, because so many people will also learn from it. So thank you guys. I remain blessed. Bye for now.